Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about second language anxiety and about the 3 major challenges language learners face. So if you're interested, please continue watching. Recently I read an article that says pronunciation, being too afraid to speak, and the lack of practice opportunities, these are major challenges language learners face. And of course, I know pronunciation is difficult because I still sometimes struggle to pronounce words correctly. And what we are afraid of is mispronouncing words in front of a native speaker and feeling embarrassed. And some people, so article says, some people think that what causes their accent is pronunciation because of their pronunciation they have an accent. But I think it's not true, because if you have an accent, that's okay. Having accent, it's not the bad thing, because it means you know other languages too, and it's unique. I think you don't need to worry about your accent because people will understand you. And if you're still learning and if you're still learning how to pronounce correctly, that's okay. And for solving this problem, you can ask native speaker to give you a feedback on how you pronounce words correctly. And if you don't have native speaker around you, so we live in a centuries that we have technology, right? We have AI tools that can actually help you. And for example, I was working on my pronunciation with Gemini. Yes, Gemini. And it can help you to improve your pronunciation. But first you have to train it. You can say, Gemini, I'm working on my pronunciation and you're gonna help me with it. And it says, okay, I'll help you on your pronunciation. And you say, give me a feedback and correct me if I'm wrong or correct me if I'm mispronouncing words. And it'll work. It'll help you and it'll give you feedback on how to pronounce words correctly. And that's okay. You don't need to worry about your accent. You don't need to worry about making mistake. And if you're mispronouncing words, that's okay. It means you're learning. And the second problem is being too afraid to speak. And I know how it feels because it's difficult when you feel too afraid to speak and you have a native speaker in front of you but you cannot speak. I know, because we feel fear, shame and anxiety. So these 3 feelings they called second language anxiety. So the article says second language anxiety, you can work on them. If you feel fear or afraid of speaking, you can talk to yourself or you can talk to your friend who knows English and you can practice together. And if you like being shy, you need self-confidence, and on building confidence you can work on building confidence, and you have to be confident enough to talk to a native speaker. And so those fear and shyness, I know I had this when I was trying to talk to a native speaker. And but once you overcome those fear, those shame, those shyness, it's gonna work. You'll feel comfortable, you'll feel confidence talking to a native speaker. And just forget about the second language anxiety and just immerse yourself to a language you're learning. For example, I mentioned it in my previous videos, but I'm mentioning it again. Talk to yourself looking at the mirror. When you talk to yourself looking at the mirror, it helps you to become more confident because you see yourself at the mirror, and it kind of feels like you're talking to a real person. I know it's you talking, but it helps you. And the third one is a lack of practice opportunities. And the article says that some people, even they move abroad to another English-speaking countries, but they cannot speak in English or they are afraid to talk to a native speaker. And so moving abroad necessarily doesn't solve the problem. And I watched videos that environment helps you to improve your English, but if you're shy and you're afraid of talking to a native speaker, it doesn't help you. It doesn't solve the problem, really. I don't think you should randomly contact or ask a native speaker if they'll help you to improve your English for free. But you can ask them to be your language partner, language exchange partner. So in that case, you will teach them your native language and they'll help you to improve your English. And or if you don't have anyone to improve your English, you can use website italki. It helps you a lot. So you can talk to ChatGPT, you can talk to Gemini, those AI tutors. They'll become your AI tutor and they'll help you to improve your English, to work on your pronunciation, to overcome those fear, those shyness, and but you need to practice, because practice makes perfect. It takes a lot of time. It takes, I don't know, your energy, but at the end you will be able to speak without fear, without shyness, and you will feel more confident because you worked on it. And I'll share those articles, like links, in the description. If you want, you can read and you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon in my next videos.